Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Journeyman, it is, Genk. And today we have got Rapid Vienna in the first knockout round stage of the Europa League. Since we last met, we have gone and put in a very respectable league in the table. We have bought a couple people because I've sold somebody, and we've gone and drawn Rapid Vienna in the first knockout round draw, which I completely missed while simming getting ready for work this morning. Since we last met, YouTube, a lot has gone on since that day that we got beat by Liverpool. We've gone on this run of form where we've not lost a game, won every game that we've played. Always good to go on those runs. No one particularly of note. Standard we beat 2-0 and they were pretty poor enough, we pumped them there. Club Bruges we beat 3-0 away from home. Shows you how good we are. And the Anderlecht game we dominated, only won 1-0. But, if these are the guys that are in second and are having 22 shots, the boys are coming quite good. With that being said as well, in the Belgium Cup, I got Lamel. There's your Belgium Cup teams. I fully rotated 1-2-1 from 1-0 down. We should be making the final with the second leg being at home, and then worry about the final when that comes back around, of course, in its due course. In terms of being a bit more closer to the date of play today, we beat KV in a game where I didn't rotate because I was eating dinner and I was more focusing on dinner and getting ready for the stream than I was trying to play this game. So the boys played 90, and then we fully rotated against Charleroi, and we ended up winning that one 1-0 in a game we should have pumped them in. The one thing that hasn't been good is injuries, and there you go. Suspended and injured is Florenzi, who apparently is a distant relationship to me, even though he's happy with the amount of gaming time he's been playing. He was distant, now he's his own player. He's like, yeah, whatever. I don't know why. It seems to be whatever. Injured. Owen's injured as well. Machado's had to play with an injection for this one as well. Simpson coming back from injury. Munier coming back from injury. There's a few injuries and whatnot as well. But we will go into the transfers here. So as you have a look here in the transfer history, last person that I sold was Ruan on deadline day. Got a bid of 5.75 million from Salzburg. Decided to sell. Don't get me wrong. I think he was fairly good, and I did want to hold on to him. But Belgian players on the bench can sometimes be a little bit whatever. Since we also last met as well, YouTube, even though on stream you would have saw this, links down below. Come watch us live on stream. There's the links. So you can go follow us in the Discord. All the links down below to come interact with us live and give the episode a like if you are enjoying the Journeyman as well. Simon got a bid for 2.5 mil with 6 months left on his contract from Mold. We sold him back to his homeland, and Patrick was complaining about playing back as well in Slovakia, and Dunstrada came in for 800k and we sold him, which meant we needed technically a centre mid or a centre back and a left back to cover, and we bought that in. And Elias is cover for both. Centre back, as you can see there, looks pretty good there. Elias can do a job. But more importantly, backup wing back on attack. Machado's been in outrageous form, playing really well. But Elias, Belgium, homegrown here, sits on the bench and fills a homegrown spot in the league because he must have 6 homegrown players in the squad at any given match day in the league. Comes in, does a job, good at headering as well, good at the back stick, but also good at getting forward as well in the weaker games. And then on deadline day, Jean-Christopher de Freyas may not look like the greatest player, but lots of mentals, decent physicals. He's one that I've kind of just gone, you know what, Genk, he might be okay in the future. It says that we're spending 6.5 mil. I think it's a mil up front. The rest is over 3.5 years, or 3 years, and then the rest is if he plays 50 games for Genk, and I think it's 2 mil if he plays international games, 10 international games for Belgium. If he does that, he's going to be a good enough player that Genk are going to sell him on for some profit. But for me, I had a look through the jobs on stream in January, and yet again highlighting you stay up to date if you're watching us live on stream. The Spurs job was available. In the end, Thomas Tuchel was out of a job. He got it. I was very close to applying for it because they're down in 14th, but they made it through the Champions League group stage and the knockout stage, so it could have been a way to maybe try with an aging Spurs squad to maybe go on a run there, whilst also then rebuilding them to try and win the Premier League. In the end, decided against it. The main reason was this competition. I want to win the Europa League, and I think this Genk side, who took them all the way, took Liverpool and beat Liverpool, buying all the way to the 91st minute to lose at home, and a side that nearly got through the group in our group stage, if we have a look there at all groups, and I think we're Group D, by memory we were. And yeah, look, only a point off getting out of a group of Liverpool and Bayern. It's probably a squad you hang around with. You pick up your league trophy, your cup trophy that you should be winning as well, and then obviously try and win the Europa League, or at least make the semi-final. That's going to be very dependent on who we draw, and also we have to make sure we beat Rapid Vienna, because they're definitely a side that deserves to be here. Speaking about Rapid, we'll have a look how they're going. They're currently second in the Austrian Premier Division behind Salzburg. If you have a look back at them as well, their recent schedule, bit patchy, but, you know, their last game they played in the league, which wasn't a friendly, they did win, so there you go. In terms of how they went, they got through Group H as well. If we go to Group H, we'll see how they went in Group H. And Rapid Vienna finished second in Group H to Galatasaray. 3 games played, 3 wins, 3 losses. They won all their games home against Olympiacos and Apoel and beat Apoel away, which means they did lose a game to Galatasaray away and Olympiacos away, as well as Galatasaray at home. It's a good draw, not going to lie. I'm slightly nervous, as Dim's in the chat. How are you, Dim? Good to see you. Slightly nervous here, YouTube, and of course the stream. Only because we should be winning this game. The injury is never nice, but we'll see what we can do. So your team here today is going to be a little bit makeshift. De Freyas will come into there. Chavez will come in for Liam. Owen's going to come out of his way for Peter Simpson. At least that's going to give you enough to fill the squad. And then we're going to go Fabio in as well. Fabio's been playing out of his skin, developing. We're going to give him the game at home. And then the rest of the boys, as you see, is how they're going to be. And hopefully we go out there and win with the injuries and suspensions that we have for this first leg. So, the team, without further ado, is Van der Voort, who's unhappy because I rejected 30 mil on deadline day for Leipzig. He ain't going. No, he's going in real life to Leipzig as well now. Papini, Sadek, Katanach, and Machado playing with an injection. Christian Nonanka, Pepe, Franco, who is growing out of his world and looking absolutely insane. It has to be said. Of course, he has downward arrows. He's up to 4-star. There we go. And then Guyan out there on the left-hand side. And then, of course, Papa Paulie up top because he fits the system a bit more. He's really starting to decline. If I am here for a 3rd year, which will be dependent if we win the Europa League or not. If we do, I'll definitely probably jet off. If we don't, I might stay one more. It may be time to cash in on Papa Paulie for a little bit of money and then try and do what we need to do. Now, in terms of this episode, because it is Rapid Vienna, I don't want to rule them out of this being in this tie. We'll have a quick look at their squad. But at the same stage, I do think that we need to go and pump him here and hopefully get it over and done with. Kota, Seydou Kota, very quick player. He might be the one to watch out for. 4-4-2. I'm going to start on key. And if we pump him, great, we'll leave it on key. If this is a game that at the 30th minute we have not got a goal in, then I'm going to go to extended and you're going to get a proper episode here. I'm more showing you this because it's part of the Journeyman, because I don't want to, you know, cup upset of some sorts to happen and then, yeah. Anyway, Papa Paulie, Christian, Machado, bombing on with the injury. That's fine. Cuts it in there. Papa Paulie, Nicolas Pepe, 1-0, and he's been in outrageous form. And to be quite fair as well for Nicolas Pepe, he, for whatever reason, was dropped from his international squad for the African Cup of Nations. Don't understand why. And then for me, during that whole period, just banged him in. He's been outrageous. Anyway, Papa Paulie, good knockdown. Pepe scores inside 3 minutes, 1-0 up against Rapid Vienna. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this is a continuation of what we need to do. Because I want to be in this game 3-4 goals to the good if we could be. And if we're not, I'm not happy. Anyway, pretty even since the goal comes in. But Katanec heads and heads over. And yeah, we're not dominating as much as I would have thought. 57% of the chances, which is great. Of the possession, sorry, not chances. But similar chances, what I was going to say. And there we are. 28 minutes played. Only 1-0 and it's a corner to them. So, yeah, and that's a goal. Oh, it's off the goal line and in the end somehow cleared by Machado. I've seen enough. I don't want to be FM'd. We're now moving to extended for the rest of this game. Because I don't want to be FM'd at all. And apparently, statistically, this is meant to be an even game. Where they do say in the SI forums, by people saying if you play on extended, takes more of the data of the players that are out there on the park and a bit more of the statistical data, and off you go. We've given a ball away. If this is how we're going to play over 2 legs, I expect Rapid Vienna to actually get through. Another goal here and then beat me at home. So we're giving the ball away too much. This is not good. This is not good. It's been deflected over the bar. This is horrid. This really should have been 30 minutes, you're 2-0 up against a side that probably you should be smacking because of how dominant you are in the league and how dominant you've been. You know, you just lost to Bayern in the 90th minute here. How are you not smacking them? And here we go, struggling against the 4-4-2. If this is how we play, they're going to beat us here and they're going to beat us away from home as well. This is not particularly good. This is panic stations. Anxiety kicks in. Guess there's no easy game in Europe. That's a goal. Wow, he's missed. What is going on? Livid right now. I'm absolutely livid. Papini. Sadek. 1-0 38th minute, and we're probably lucky it's 1-0. We've given them back the ball again. We cannot hit a pass. Whatever our pass percentage is a lie. We're passing at like 60%. Missing every fourth pass. There you go. Fourth pass. Missed it again. We're missing every fourth pass. Let's see if we make more than 4 passes. That's 3 passes. That's 4 passes. We'll miss this one. We didn't actually. Yeah. Maybe we'll actually create an opportunity now. No, we give the ball away. Pepini's coming off. It's been good. Oh, there he goes. Wins the ball. Maybe not. I can say he missed a couple of passes. Give the ball away here. Should have scored. Pepe's missed a gilt-edged chance for 2-0. When you're not playing your best, the second goal was massive. So, yeah. Apparently we're passing at 91%. Doesn't look like it in any highlight that we've seen so far. Throw in right on half-time. Would love to pinch a second. Franca. Odanenka. Ball in. Papapoli doesn't get up. Machado. Pepe has to hit. Fires over. Man, oh man. All he has to do is hit it on the target. He's probably scored. Fresh arms was definitely not good enough. I'm going to leave it as it is. There's part of me that definitely wants to make changes here. Part of me actually wants to go diamond and try and go at him and try and score a few quick. But there's also part of me that knows that we have not played well at all in this game. So why would you change? It's going to be the highlight. I'm actually going to move now to key highlights again. I'm now happy with a 1-0 lead and pray to God we play actually well in Vienna. Nicolas Pepe too far out to score. Yeah, as we said, too far out to score. Rafinha's had a stinker out there on the left-hand side. Sadic's going to move out there for Papini. I'm actually going to get buy-in on one side. Rafinha has had a poor one. Nicolas Pepe going to go on the other side. Going to get him actually running as a winger. And I'm actually going to get Joel Decker to come in on the other side because he loves a goal in Europe. From what we've seen last year in the Europa League. 70 minutes played. Franco looking tired. Highlight. Might have to leave Franco out there. I know he's suspended for the next game that we got in the league as well. Odanenka, Christian, Franco, Pepe. Deca ain't going to get on that. Need to win this second ball. We don't. Eric Bailly, though, steps in. He's been fantastic. What a signing. Wasn't far away from Papapoli, but that's not exactly the chance I want to see created here. I don't like this at all. It's only 1-0. We're in danger of getting knocked out here. You've got to remember, you're going away from home in Europe. You lose away from home in Europe a lot more than you win on FM, no matter what you do. This is not good. My last chance is actually going to be that and get Christian into the hole and move Peter Simpson to the advanced playmaker. This smells like in a game where they pinch a goal, and to be fair, smells like a game that they deserve a goal in. We wouldn't even complain. Well, I would complain, but they deserve it. And here it is. Kyoto, big chance. What a save from Van der Voort. We have been piss poor. We are shocking. Here I am thinking, logging in today, you know what, we're good enough to win the Europa League. Based on this performance, I'll be lucky enough to make a quarter-final. If this is how we're going to play in Europe, I should just get out my job now. He was offside, ladies and gentlemen. Referee, no? His flag was up down in the bottom left-hand corner if you don't want to go watch that back. Joel Decker now, 85th minute. Sadek. That's that. This has been horrid. Absolutely horrid. We've been outperformed with XG at home. This is a place where we're 3-0 up against Liverpool. This is a place where I conceded a 91st minute goal to Bayern Munich. That was a match engine bloody, that's a mistake apparently. Let's throw it into one of the Bayern players. And there's a highlight here, right on it. Bay wins, Decker. We need Decker to run it into people. They're scoring. They're going to score. We've given the ball back to them too many times. That would have been the goal. Oh my God. Van der Voort could have just picked it up. Nearly let it run in. Not going to lie, YouTube. I started this episode with the expectation we win 3-4-0 at home and then we just turn around and go, okay, I'll just quickly get through the second leg. Now we have to sweat. And it's not over. Van der Voort's done enough. They are all over us. They are all over us. We are lucky to get in at 1-0. Is this game going to end? Wow. We are lucky it's 1-0. We are lucky it's 1-0. Look at that. 16 shots, 6 they had with a 1.84 XG. We slightly FM them. If you want to think a very even game, we're lucky to win the game 1-0. But how on earth, with the quality we have and the fact we did what we did in the Champions League, do we rock up against a Rapid Vienna side who are lucky enough to probably even be in this stage and be happy to only win 1-0? If that's how we play in Vienna, I guarantee you we're getting knocked out second knockout round. That is absolutely piss poor. That is not how this episode should have gone, and this is not exactly the position we need to be in. The only positive is we played absolutely shocking with 1-1-0, but that leaves us in a position where even if we get FM'd in Vienna, we're facing extra time or being knocked out in the first knockout round of the Europa League, and that is not good enough for a team like ours and not good enough in the Journeyman where we need to improve our reputation. If that's how it's going to go, we're going to be in an absolute fucking strife. We got away with that, and I'm glad they understood. Because if anyone kicked off then, they would have not played the second leg as reprimand. That was not good enough. We need to set the standard at a level that this club should be at. That wasn't it. And if we perform like that in Vienna, mark my words, good old Genk are going out in the Europa League, and I'll be out the door quicker than you can say sliced cheese. Welcome back, YouTube. Second knockout round, Genk. The last game we played against Union, we did win 2-0. We semi-rotated, with the injuries and suspensions, you name it. We had to play a few boys a bit, but most of them should be fit for this game. There is a couple who aren't fit, and you can see them there. Kadinic is suspended. Kadinic will not play. At least Eric Bailly can go straight out there. He's been in outrageously good form, so that's not a problem. De Freyas will make the bench. Machado not 100%. Elias will go out there. It's the reason why we got him. Good player. The rest of the boys are actually ready to go and firing, so that's fine. But look at my bench. Machado injured. Munier come back from injury. Camp no good. Olwood no good. Ruben will come out on there. Peter Simpson will make it for Munier. And that is probably your bench. So it's Van der Voort, Florenzi, Sadek, Bay, and Elias. Makeshift back four. Christian Odinenka, Pepe Franca, Guyan, and Papa Paulie. Now look, we should win, but considering how well they played, score predictions, let me know. Dim's already gone 2-1 win. On the night, 2-1 win. So we'll have a look at their team maybe a bit more in depthly here too, because they shocked me with how good they played that 4-4-2. They've still stayed it. Keeper's okay. Jasik's just quick. Centre-back's okay. All the centre-back's okay. Dedic is actually quite good, not going to lie, because there's someone I look to score, to go with. The winger's okay. Robert, Patrick Grell, Schmid. Kyoto's a very, very good player, I'm not going to lie, at this level. And Dufrie's not bad. Well, they're a team that you look at and you go, Damien, we probably should beat them. And yes, we should. But if they play as well as they just played, there's trouble. JS reckons we lose 2-1 on the night, but we win it on penalties. If that's what we're going to need to get through, we might just say the word sliced cheese and leave. They're going to be in the white, we're going to be in the blue. We're only 1-0 up. We expected to dominate in Belgium and dominate and score and win. To be fair, they really deserved a goal. Now, here we go. JS is like, nah, jokes, you win 4-0. Don't think that's happening. I reckon we concede first. It all depends for me on that possession stat. The fact that they kept 50% possession in a 4-4-2 is quite good. We need to be in a 4-2-3-1 very possession dominant while being a bit more, trying to move the ball around. Where is all my players? That's a goal. Wow, how they've missed so many gilt-edged chances. Where was everybody on the halfway line? Just reverse the camera. 1v1, why? We are so lucky. They could have had 3 or 4 goals. They've had 3 or 4 clear-cut chances this whole time. Made that change before I forget. Very baggy too. They've had 5 shots, 1 on target. So apparently we're dominating. But yet again, when you play on key highlights, it induces some FMing. So this is yet again me being a bit lazy watching extended highlights. 60 minutes played, 0-0 here. 7 shots, 57% possession. The fact we haven't scored, I get worried. Time is just ticking away here. This is not good enough. Against a Rapid Vienna side, even away from home, we should be putting goals in. This is not good enough at all. All of a sudden, we can't find goals. I'm making a change. Joel Decker loves a goal. Papa Paulie's off, pressing forward. It's a big call. Second half, we need a goal. So, yes, And there's a highlight from kickoff, and we're on we're on key highlights. That is not good. Good tackle from Franca. Pepe. Need to keep it. Straight away over the top. Joel Decker's first touch. He's in behind. Joel Decker. Oh, could have you imagined? 28 seconds on the park and he scores off the bench. Pepe loses out. I don't know what we do here, boys. I don't know what we do here. I'll tell you what we do. We don't concede, please. That could have been a goal. So many highlights. This game just has a feel, man. This whole tie's had a feel. I've got runners here. Griel might go himself, and he has. Good tackle. Florenzi, Franca, Christian. Over the top, Joel Decker. I think he was onside. Flag hasn't gone up. Decker's scored 1-0 on the break. We haven't been great, but Joel Decker off the bench bangs one in. He is the saviour and grace of this whole save. The Australian, the guy from Adelaide United, has put us yet again in another Europa League game 2 goals clear. Who did he score a brace? Episode 27. I can't remember who it was. But it was last year, first knockout round. Now they need 3 to win, 2 to get us the extra time. Hopefully it opens up now. Sadek, Van der Voort goes long. This is the only place where I really want Papapoli is now that we can go long to if needs be. Then a Lubicic. I have a plan in mind if they don't score from this highlight. Bay with a good tackle that falls to him. Need to win that one. Wow, man. Sadek does well. Pepe, Joel Decker making a good run. Pepe needs to turn and keep. Does. Odeneka, Florenzi, back out the other side. Centre back to centre back. Well, Christian's in space, that's fine too. Franca now. Joel Decker drops in nicely. Gaia, straight at Pepe. Was offside apparently. I'm going to make my change. Odeneka ain't going to move a bit more. He's just going to get in the ball-winning midfielder. And we're going to get one sitting in as a deeper line playmaker and support. You sit in, you don't move, you rotate, you keep the ball, you knock it around. Done. Job done. 11 shots, 5 on target. We should probably be 2 or 3 goals up. We're 1-0 up. That's all that matters. Time is ticking away here. Eric Bailey is dead. Don't care. Bruce Shin, you're on. You staying, mate. 75th minute. A lot of lads dead. Nothing really on the bench to go with. Guyan's going to come off just to put Chavez out there as a winger. If we get one on the break and swing a ball down the left-hand side, that would seal the game. Yeah, do it. Give Dufresne a taste. Time ticks away. Look, we won 1-0. We won 2-0 on aggregate. 1-0 home, 1-0 away. Great. Judging from the opposition we played, and especially how well we played second game, I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden the goals have dried up in the 4-2-3-1. We can't score goals. It's happening again. We did it in March last year. We only scored 2 goals all of March. It's starting to shape up that way yet again, that in March, we just stopped scoring goals. Apparently we're playing attacking football. We're not scoring enough goals. Union has scored 2. That was because they kind of rolled over. 1-0 there. 2-1, 1-0. I wouldn't say we're not scoring goals. It's got that feel of like last year where all of a sudden we got too tired and it fell apart. Now we do have the knockout round draw here, YouTube, so we will stay with this and see who we get. Because this will be your next episode. I want to win the Europa League. We're not leaving, so we're not saying the word sliced cheese. I still can't believe the first thing that came to my mind was sliced cheese. It's going to be a great title for this episode. Sliced cheese. Guy in developing. Yeah, good lad. There we are. For those wondering about youth recruitment, meant to be okay. Meant to be get a defensive mid and a striker. You'll see it on the episode if he's any good or if they're any good. But yeah. Alright. Here we go. 16 teams going to the draw. Let's have a look. It's Napoli, Leipzig, Roma, who we got beat by, I think, by memory. Was it Roma last time out? Am I thinking back to the Portugal save? Can't remember. Sevilla, Valencia, Braga, Feyenoord, Rangers, Monaco, Dynamo, ourselves, Sporting, Leicester, Galatasaray, Lille, and Aston Villa. Tell you what, straight off the bat, no Spurs, no Dortmund. All the big boys have kind of made it through the Champions League. So this might be the year to avoid like Napoli, Roma and that, and then see what happens and meet Leipzig in a semi. Who do you think we're getting, boys, in the chat? We want someone like a Rangers, a Braga, a Dynamo, a Galatasaray even. We'll see. First out of the house, Sporting, Roma, Leipzig, Napoli. Wow, big tie. That's good. Genk. Oh, we're first out. I prefer to play away from home first, not going to lie. Who are we going to get? Berger reckons Sevilla. It's Valencia. It was close. We're going to go to Spain. It's not a particularly great draw, but they are out of form. They're in 12th. We get Valencia. Last time Valencia won the competition, Rafa Benitez was in charge before we went to Liverpool. That's your next episode, boys. I'll see you then. Valencia, second knockout round. I need to find out who we lost to last year in the second knockout round. I can't remember now. We took them to the semi-final. It was Lazio. Okay, there we go. Was it Lazio? No. Real San Sebastian. We lost the Spanish opposition home and away last year. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what now. Next episode, it's Valencia at home. Champions League, and hopefully we can win and play a lot better and then rock up to Spain away from home, do the job, and we are in to a quarterfinal. Till then, I'll see you next time. Give it a like, subscribe. Thank you, and goodbye.